Hi everybody, so in this short video I wanted to show you some real life examples of the new drone being used in PUBG, just in case you're a little bit reticent about trying it out. The first couple of examples are in a game of duos with the Colonel, and the second one is in a game of squads. So we're on Sandhock in this particular case, and what you'll see is me using the drone to just scope out where we're going next, because after we dropped we thought, oh, maybe there's another team that have dropped at a compound just over from us, and so picked up the drone and then just sent it off just to have a scope round. So we're kind of looking for open doors, looking for evidence of loot being taken. Is the enemy still there? You know that's the kind of the big question, and obviously the drone flying around is quite something that would attract attention. So if somebody's there, they would hear the drone, and there's a chance that they would run out and start shooting it. So as you can see, the Colonel's come over, and then you can do the automatic drone call back, and the drone will make its way back to you. So that's like a cool way. Now, if we go forward to 11:25 in the video, I'll show an example where we kill some people as well. So we are progressing through the circle. Here we go. This will do. And it's a case of just thinking, okay, let's do a little bit of reconnoiter again with the drone, but in this case we come across some enemies, and I use the tag feature. So now in PUBG, you're probably aware of it already, but if you click in on your right stick on console, you can then put a tag in the environment, which is a 3D tag, so your teammates see it as well. So very, very useful when it comes to tagging where people are. You can only tag once, so if you want to tag someone who's moving, for example, you've got to keep tagging, but if you can combine this with talking to your teammates as well, that can be very good. But obviously in PUBG, a lot of the time, especially if you're in random squads, you may well be in a situation where you're with people who don't speak the same language as you, and the ability to tag is very, very important indeed. So here we go. So have a quick look here, and then I think I pop the drone up in just a second, just to go forward a bit. Here we go, just having a look round as I do. Here we go. Right, now we're going to get the drone out. So the drone goes up. There it goes. And then almost straight away, I can see these guys here. In fact, I think the Colonel pinged, so the Colonel pinged them to start off with, to say I think they're there. And then I can start tagging them and tell him exactly, well, there's two people, one on a bike, and another one, and then he can engage them. So he's downed one of them, and then I can flank right, and then take the other one out, which works very, very well. Right, so let us now go to the example on Erengel, and this one is at 4 minutes 50. So let's go forward. Here we go. So the position we're in, Yasnaya Polyana, I think, the big city that's kind of, if you have the centre of Erengel and go up a little bit to the northeast, there's the big city, and we've landed in the western half of it, and we're pushing towards the east. We think people have landed further east, and so what I do is I get hold of a drone and I kind of send it up, and I'm just looking around, really, just doing a recce just to see if I can spot people. One of the things you can do is you can just send this drone up into the air, and you can leave it there, and then you can wander around and do other stuff, and then get your drone tablet out and have a look at it. So all I'm doing is I'm just looking. Where is there anybody around? Where could they possibly be? Where are these enemies? Because you get this unique view of, I mean, I'm not actually that high at the moment with the drone. I'm just looking around. You can see where your teammates are. Obviously, I'm communicating normally with people as well, saying, has anybody seen anything? We're pretty sure they dropped at the kind of those H-block buildings. But this shows you the kind of the real power of the drone, and how dangerous drones are. If you see a drone being operated and it's obviously seeing you, then you have to assume that you've been tagged, and the enemies you're up against know exactly where you are. Now this is squad, so it's relatively simple, for one person to have the drone and everybody else to be kind of riflemen. But it kind of works in duos as well. On big maps like Erengel and Miramar, I think the drone will be very, very good. Sanhok, it wasn't quite so good because of the fact that there's so much tree cover. But as you can see here, we can have an amazing bird's eye view. I think I start to spot the enemy in a second as we're flying around. I mean, you should really be getting an idea from this footage, you know, how maybe you could see overpowered right. So now I've seen. So what I'm saying now is over comms. I'm saying, right, just seeing someone to the east of our position, running towards the diner. And then I can, and I'm saying, right, they're there. It's almost unfair, to be honest, this sort of thing. Right, they've gone inside the diner, and I'm communicating this, and I can bring it round. And then I can, look, I'm looking through the window of the diner, just checking out where his teammates might be, because this is a whole squad. Is anybody coming out round the back? Just having a quick eye. And the amazing situational awareness that this gives you is fantastic. Now I think so now I'm shouting out, right, he's behind the counter in the diner. He's in the diner, and I'm tagging him so my teammates start to engage him, which is amazing. And then I'm seeing, right, where are they going? Are any other teammates going along? Because one of the things that happens, right, so I can now tag him now, he's come out the back of the diner, he's heading back towards the buildings, and they know exactly where this guy is going. Because one of the things that happens when you're in firefights, in squads, duos, and solos, though, whether you would use the drone quite in the same way in solos, I'm not quite sure, but it's very easy to lose situational awareness. So now I see this guy coming up the back, so I can fly around and start tagging him. And then I see the other guy over there, so I can tag him. And then, my drone gets destroyed and it turns into a normal gunfight. Let's just take that back to there. Where we got? So we've got a bit more of a view. So what happens in gunfights? Often you'll lose situational awareness. So you'll all be focusing on one particular enemy who's up ahead. And you lose the awareness of the fact that you might be being third-partied. You might be being flanked by the same team. But having one member of the squad who isn't involved directly in the shooting, but their job is just to control the drone, take it up quite high, and just to be looking around, looking out for other threats. Who else is coming in? Right, okay, guys, who can say, right, we need to disengage now because we've got another threat coming in from the east. Or, but they can also be keeping an eye on the circle at the same time, saying, the circle's coming in, we need to go. Looking for a vehicle, look, there's a vehicle over there, let's spot it there. All these other things, and from being involved in firefights through to just doing a simple reconnaissance of a compound in the final circles. It's the final circles. Send the drone ahead. Right? Is there anybody in this compound? No. Right. Let's hit it. Very, very, very powerful indeed. Very, very powerful indeed. I'm really looking forward to playing more with the drone. Remember, the drone has an auto recoil on it, so when you're using it, you can swap to your weapon and carry on your business, and the drone will just kind of hover there, and then you can swap back to the drone tablet and do the auto recoil, and it will come back to you and it will jump in your backpack automatically. If it does get shot down or gets damaged by being too far away or anything like that, you can go and find it and pick it up and then repair it, so that is possible. And remember, the drone doesn't have any battery life. It has infinite battery life, but has limited range. So that's the thing, put it that way. But there's a few of them knocking around, so you can normally find one. And I highly recommend in squad play that at least one player has the drone, because it is so powerful. And having someone, I think, on your squad who is proficient with the drone, who really knows how to fly it around, zoom it through windows, stop it from getting hit, and knows how to 3D tag and do good call outs, that's definitely the difference between surviving, winning those chicken dinners and not. So if you haven't already, check out the drone. It really is very, very cool, and I'm looking forward to using it more. Okay, so what do you think? Put your questions and comments down below, and I will of course see you again soon.